because you've got dirty, horrible, half-breed men who encourage them that birds are honourable, lad. Birds are mad, lad, they'll fucking ruin you. Don't get a bird, lad. This trying to get in the lad's undies. Yeah, he might have a bird and kids, but that's what it's like in that fraternity. Keep on screaming at yous. You've got full-blown, hard-case gangsters all over the city, banging boys behind birds' backs, and I'm not lying. It's been happening for decades, and it's rife amongst this generation. It was happening years ago, mate. I've walked in. These two lads that used to hang around with us all the time, they always used to disappear together, and I used to always wonder where the he's gone. So one day, I'm thinking, where are they? I'm gone down to his Mars. His Mars let me in and went, oh, hi Darren, don't normally see you here, lad. Go up, he's in his room. I've gone up, caught the two of them, bang at it. Major drug dealers in the city right now. Bang at it. Caught banging it. Tops off, hugging, necking. Straight up, two lads who knock out ounces of white, and this is years ago. So don't tell me it doesn't fucking happen. And when you see that hard case like Champ, and he's got that young lad in the Pazzy with him all the time, he's roasting it. Don't think he's fucking not. Straight up. You got that hard case gangster around yours, and he's always got that little young kid next to him. You think it's a drug dealing thing. Get on ball with what the fuck is happening out there, mates. It's messy. Very messy. Obviously, loads of you won't know. It depends how in you are. You know, if you're on the fringes, you're not really seeing the activity until you've been brought in. Like, you can be round a group, but you're not going clubbing with them, and you're not going to the after party with them, but you can base round here and float round, but you're not getting there. You know, you've got to earn your sleeve. And then when you start going to these after parties and you're seeing what you see there, you understand where I'm coming from. You know, I've been there when a whole room has been spiked and they haven't got a clue. I've been in a party and the whole room has been spiked and they haven't got a clue. But you can see birds dropping. An hour later, you've got some lad with the arm of the girl round and going, come on. Gone. You'll see the lad 10 minutes later. She'll be in the room. You'll see another lad come out the room an hour later. Half an hour later, another one. Half an hour later, another one. And that's not lying. That's what happens. And the people that are doing this aren't Pakistani grooming gangs. The white, black, middle class, drug dealing gangsters that are doing this. Straight up. I've been screaming at you for fucking years about it. It's happening in the city of Liverpool. Has been since I've been out, and was while I was in jail, and was before I went to jail. A few years ago, it was rife, but I started screaming about it, and they moved the field of operation out of the city, went down to Milton Keynes and Luton and places like this, just continued with these adult parties. But the same's happening there. What? You've just got 21-year-old birds from Milton Keynes now, instead of a 21-year-old Scouser. You've still got Scousers getting driven down. But these are the dirty girls that know they're going down to get ruined for a bit of dough. You know, being trapped in the game for a good little 10 years now. Started off like that girl. Stuck in it. There's loads like that. So now they've moved their operations down there. You've got people like the Stalker in Liverpool But down there, what do I mean? People that will be given a wage to go out into the local clubs, clock a nice bird or two and go, yo, how are yous? Everything sweet? Gauge them. Why? Because you're a criminal and you know how to gauge people. You're a top class manipulator like the stalker. So you know, are these risk or is this a goer with these two? Yeah, this is a goer. Want to come to a party? Got an after party there, everything's free. Yeah, come on. In, first drink they're given. There you go. Straight up. 20 minutes later, steamed. 4 or 5 going through it. Wakes up, hasn't got a fucking clue, but she knows something's wrong. So who does she go to? The one she felt secure with at the beginning. The stalker, the enabler. I feel what's happened, nothing happened. You just had a bad drink, I went and put you in the bed. Don't worry, you were safe. It's probably the alcohol off you being sick in your stomach. And that happens with boys and girls. Yes, Francis. You got Andrew Simpson laughing, but he identified you earlier on, didn't I? You fucking scumbag. Just laughing about the situation like that tells me what you're all about. Out you go. This isn't me lying. Again, I'm not lying. I'm not here to harm anything. I speak the truth on shit. I speak truth on that because it'll be good if it stopped. And we didn't have young girls getting made into birds that get sent to Marbella to sell the bodies and shit in these parties. Because they start with these parties here. You know, but if you go abroad and you've got to get fucking sodomised by 4 Russians and a Croatian, you're getting 15 grand. Here, half of them are getting led astray and having to do it without them understanding it. But you've got birds that go to these parties and get 1,500 quid. They know they're going to have to chew on a few fellas for the night, but they're getting 15 ton. Loads of them. Little coke sniffing whores all over the gaff. Honest. You say it as it is, G, you know, that Achila. Straight up, tell you how the fuck it is, mate. And I don't give a fuck if I'm offending people that do that sort of shit to women and children and have that perverted mindset. I don't give 2 fucks, mate, if I'm upsetting you. I'm meant to be upsetting you. I'm meant to be provoking your evil fucking mind. Anyway, it's 7:30. I think it's time for another FaceTime with me kids. That's all to do when I come off. First thing I do is FaceTime me kids. Yes, Teddy C. Jen, Donna, Mandy P. Best thing in life's kids, man. You know what, Liverpool? That's why we should be protecting them all. We shouldn't be turning blind eyes to nothing. Fuck your religion, fuck your colour of skin. When there's children involved, pure, innocent children, no, they need justice. You've probably got 13, 14-year-old children right now being abused by the same groups of men that have been grooming the girls for decades. But you're all caught up in the same shit. Think what happened since 2000 when the real, changes and cover-ups began. The real ones, the deep ones. What have you had? What did you bring into the country? European football. Champions League football. UFC. All this just splattered this country, didn't it? Distracting the men. Just distracting the men from what we should have been focused on. Makes me sick, you know. I can't get, how is no men feeling like, I know there's men feeling it, therefore. But it's like, who's going to take basically, it's like, who's going to take the first step of responsibility with this? And everyone's hoping that it's fucking Weasel Tommy Robinson. But his whole intention is to cover this up. He covered this up for 20 years, just like the government did. He's only started screaming about it in the last 2 years, just like the government has. He's covered that up just as good as any of that Robinson. Honest. He's been dragging us all down there on a... Not me, because I'm not in his mindset, but all the men. While I'm in jail, he's dragged all these men on a divisional route down there. And he must have known about what was going on with the Muslims, with the Pakistani culture. Again, not all of them. A select area around Pakistan region is a culture of men, and they practice the dirty version of Islam. And when they've came here in the 80s, they've been allowed to continue to practice that dirty version. Why? Because they had local MPs at the time in the pocket. Well, they never, but the local gangsters did. The local gangsters at the time was blackmailing your local MP. Why? Because they loved little boys. And the local gangsters found out about the boys that were selling it to local MPs, got them in compromising positions, and got them in the pocket. In the 80s, you had these Pakistanis come over. Along with them, they brought A-grade heroin. The local drug dealers in the communities that were homegrown linked up with these Pakistani men that was giving them A-grade heroin. Now, it's a criminal thing with the Pakistani kids now. So now you've got the criminals, the Pakistani mixing with the locals, supplying them with A-grade heroin. That heroin's going on the estate, and everyone's robbing houses and destroying our community. But now this Pakistani gangster, yeah, he might work in your shop, but he's been bringing heroin in for the locals. So on the sly, he's a gangster. Now in this criminal fraternity, if my man's got that culture, and he knows his gangster mate who he's given heroin to has got the local copper and the local MP in his pocket because the bender's using rent boys. Now my man can tell these two, turn a blind eye, while I get that 13-year-old girl that's coming in my shop. That 13-year-old girl that's coming in my shop every time she comes home from school. Local copper, local MP, turning blind eye. If the girl complains, the coppers go, shh, it's okay. Why? Because my man's corrupted to fuck. They've got him with a rent boy, and he's trying to save his own fucking skin. That's where the dynamics changed. That's why you've had the cover-up since the 80s. Because your local MPs at the time were getting young boys and abusing the shit out of them. Your local gangsters got word of this, got them on tape, and used it to their advantage to avoid charges, to get evidence taken out of evidence rooms if it got took. Everything, get your information about raids. All this stuff was happening. A prime example of what I'm talking about, right, is Michael Howard and John Haase. Prime example of exactly what I've just spoke about. You had Michael Howard, who had a fetish for boys, and you had Michael Howard's brother. Michael Howard's brother loved prostitution, girls and boys. John Haase managed to get Michael Howard's brother, who was also in politics, who was also part of a political party, active with a young boy on video. And he started blackmailing Michael Howard with it. for years he was blackmailing Michael Howard as he was the Home Secretary. So now when he's being nicked on these mad offences, and at this time I'm around Tommy Gilday, I'm around Edo from Kenny, so I know what's going on in this dynamics here, because I'm basically in the van that's dropping this shit off. So what you've got now is, you've got John Haase and Thingy Bennett being nicked on a conspiracy. They're in custody looking mad jail. They get the jail, but then all of a sudden they get pardoned. They get a pardon. Who gives them the pardon? Michael Howard. So you had these two serious gangsters from the city of Liverpool, and when they've got their 18-year sentence, they've got in touch with Michael Howard, because they know how, and put a proposition to him, so they said. And what they said is, we can tell you where there's a couple of stashes of IRA firearms and IRA artillery in the city of Liverpool. So what's happened is Tommy Gilday, Edo, and a few other gangsters that was mates with John Haase have went out and got places of Edo's. Edo had loads of property. So what they've done is put grenades, rifles, and everything, like 120 firearms in that flat, 60 in that one, 50 in that one over there. They've relayed back to Haase, there's the stashes. They've told Howard, Howard's told the feds have kicked the doors off, found all these weapons, they get out. So they got out, and they styled it for years, but then they got nicked again years later on another heavy one, got a 22 or something, and whilst they were in custody on that, they've come back and charged them with perjury and all that shit with that Michael Howard. Nothing happened to that Michael Howard, but they got fucked off it. True story. But that brings it back to the point where the cover-up began. In the 80s, local MPs was using rent boys. They got compromised. Gangsters or immigrants came in from this area of Pakistan. Didn't take them long to start bringing heroin with them. That was the link to the organised crime. That was the link to the blackmailing, so they couldn't get nicked for the heroin and all this shit. And they've just used it to their advantage to do with their organised crime. So our drug dealers, a lot of them do tap into Andrew Tate type of behaviour. You know, use young lap dancers and put them on screens and get them to sell their bodies to dirty old drug dealers and shit. A lot of the drug dealers in our city tap into that. Pimping young girls out, like 18, 19, 20-year-old girls out. But the Pakistani gangsters, they pimp out 13-year-olds and 12-year-olds and 11-year-olds. And the same shit has been happening in this country since the 80s. Why? Because your local gangsters allowed it to happen. Your local gangsters turned blind eyes to this shit. Why? Because they were getting 10 potent scab off the... The drug dealers are only interested in the product they're fucking getting. They'll turn a blind eye as long as they're getting what they fucking want. And that's what it was like. That's what it's still like now. It's still like it right now. And your main gangsters know it's been going on. Not your main ones. Why? Because they got put in jail and rotted. The shithouse ones. The ones that work with the law instead of against them. Straight up, ignore the fucking rats. They haven't got a clue. Look at Jay Freeman. What the fucking state of you, lad.
See how far smart financial reporting can take.
Look at the kip here.
With the Intuit QuickBooks platform.
So let's look at you, you stood there with a chain that looks like a dog collar round your fucking neck, and you haven't even got it tucked in. You've got it outside like you want to show people that you're rich. You stood next to a car which is on the drip. You've got a t-shirt that's up your back because you're on steroids. You've got fake teeth because you're a drug dealer. And then you come in here like I talk shite when everything about you is empty and shallow and weak as fuck. I don't care how hard you think you are. You're a pleb and knobhead. Just tell by the gold chain round your neck. Just wearing that chain like that round your neck lets me know who the fuck you are, dickhead. So they're all in now, people try and make me lose my life for tonight. Why? Because how many's in here? 225. If I'm not on here now, use 200 would be in someone's life. Might have 50 of yous over there, 100 of yous over there. But them rats are missing them numbers massive. Why? Because you gift them. You gift them, man. Ignore him, Danny boy, mate. He's just being blocked. He's just a dickhead, mate, isn't he? Yes, Jane. Anyway, that's my way of seeing things. I hope you can understand why I see things like that. Yes, I worry.
That first date look. Bring back that first date look.
Scotty, Kaylee, this is England. Hope. He's right, Hope, representing the message there.
Softness.
Nice one, that, mate.
It's a great gift for him. And for you too. Styling like a king.
Liverpool 24. Kaylee, Miss Sunshine. Trump. Charlie Lark, on that UK. Health Juice. Gig. Hope. I can put this on the wall. Everybody checking out, thinking on the morning long. How are you, Paula? Catherine? Anything with ginger's fruit here? Take it this far. And walk like the World Trade. Blow up like the World Trade. So was this song before the fit? Oh no, the trade centre got blew up before the towers, didn't it, years ago? Yes, Emma. Who you are? How are you, Jen? Reach for the stars. You've got a big, like a big hall that hold events and weddings and like as part of the ceremony, you know, when they've whatever they've done at the end of the ceremony, they all come out, set fireworks off and get pictures and all that sort of stuff. Should see some of the weddings, mate. Honest to God, powerful, beautiful. You know when you've got like a Muslim marriage and you've got women and all the attire and all that, it just looks like Arabia. It's mad. It just looks like, I don't mean Arabia the place, because I've never seen Arabia the place. What's that film? Southern Arabia. And you've got this woman with like a red thing on. One of them suits with loads of gold, like, jingles on it. Do you know what it's called? Southern Arabia? Arabian Nights? Oh, I don't know. I just remember a film years ago. And that's what it replicated. That woman Like you'll see a Muslim woman, right, in a day-to-day wear. This is the point I'm making. Like you see a woman in a hijab and a clothing like this, cloak type clothing. But when you see a Muslim woman getting dressed to go out, fucking next level, you know. Next level, mate. Whole different, like, they wear the same type of dressing, but it's next level material. It's just all, they've got all this, like, fake tattoos on that make them look sexy. What is Liverpool? You got Charlie, Henna, is that what it is? Piano. That's what it is, Lawrence of Arabia, Heather. In that film. How are you, Claire? 750 has. Looks like you got a thing for them. I appreciate any beautiful women, mate.
Oh, everything's fine. Everything's totally fine. Everything's fine.
I appreciate any beautiful. Look, I admire a woman that is willing to dress in a way where other men cannot use their imagination with them. Why? Because you're a woman, you should be protecting your man at all costs. You shouldn't be putting your man at risk at any time, especially if he's a gangbanger and he can go to jail off one incident. You should not be walking down that road dressed, knowing quite well, dickhead over there is going to whistle at you. Dickhead over there is going to say something to you. You've got your man next to you. You should be removing all risk from your night out. Dressing like a slapper is going to bring risk to your fella. Straight up, lad. And this is me not saying stop dressing the way you dress. You can dress fucking sexy as fuck without getting your fucking thighs and your neck out. Straight up, lad. I can look at a well-dressed Muslim woman and think to myself, because you just know. You don't need to see, like, the skin. I can look at a fit Muslim woman with a gown on and go, I just know she's powerful behind that thing. I know it. You can see the movements on the body when she's walking. You know when you've got a fit bird. You don't need to see skin. You don't need to see cleavage. Honest, a bird can wear an overgrown saki with shit trainees and fucking scarf round the neck and a big jacket on, and you'll still know that bird's fit. You don't need to see nothing on it. You can just tell the way she carries herself, her posture, the way she's moving, you know she's fit as fuck. You can tell that with these Muslim girls. Straight up, just like that. Well, when you know what you're looking at. As I say, the youth these days, without being horrible and all this thing, but you think that 18 stone girl there is fucking beautiful and marriage material. Straight up. Yeah, so, Scouse, Chris, ED, Kevin Connor, mate. Again, I'm not hating no one. I'm not targeting you personally, I'm just observing. Kate knows, don't you, girl? I've been with big girls, mate. Heavy. I've had all sorts coming on to me since I got out of jail. And I've just went, come on, pop down there. Just went, shit, what have I left myself in for? Yes, Charlie. Catherine.
Who asked me? Fine, this is fine. This is totally fine. Turns out it's fine.
Yes, Kiva, Jane, Catherine, Nix,
Meet the new Ninja Swirl.
Dutch. It might be your truth, but it's definitely my truth. It's definitely the way I see things. It's definitely the way I've judged things. I believe what I'm telling you is spot on, 100%. If you don't take it that way, it's not my fault.
Enjoy endless options of soft serve, fruity.
I know what I'm not doing, inventing shit. I know what I'm not doing, putting sugar on a story to make it sound 100 times fucking better. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm giving you how it is, how it went down. Not adding nothing, not taking nothing away. That's what you get with me. The raw, honest truth. You ask me a question about anything, you'll get the raw, honest fucking truth right back. And because of that, Liverpool and happy-go-lucky, what did he do? Try and make me out to be a liar. There's only one way you can fight the truth. That's with lies. You can't fight truth. It's unbreakable. You can't defeat the truth. End of. So if you're first to the truth, you're unbreakable, basically. Straight up, you need to really value how power the truth is. Powerful. It just makes you feel powerful. Makes you feel protected. Why? Because you haven't lied about nothing, so no one can come at you. If they come, you can prove the lying. Most of the time, you don't have to. Because the lies they're coming out with is just fucking diabolical. You know what I'm saying? Who are all these? Trying to get in 3 times.
Kasutau.
How are you, mate? You okay?
What is your name?
Where are you from, brother? I can't be sitting in there with them. How are you, Brummy? I'm not sitting in there with grown men with fucking... Then again, I've had LED lights on, haven't I? My kids turned 18. Confessed all my past so no one could stick me in. Good on you. But no matter what, your kid wouldn't be ashamed of your mum. No son is. Doesn't matter what's going on. If you've loved your kid, regardless of how you're behaving, as long as you love them, you'll never feel ashamed of you.
You're a criminal. Everybody in here is a criminal. I'm a criminal.
Ever lie. If you don't love them, you'll always feel ashamed of you.
Set up, OG.
Yes, Patrick.
You're my best friend.
Always better.
Don't trip on it, kid.
Yes, Jane. Jen. That's Sue. Sons defend and protect.
Of settling the score.
If the sons.
And when it happens.
If he's being compromised, he'd fight you with his enemy. Fight you with your own enemy, your son, if he's compromised. If your son loses his manhood, he'll fucking attack his mother with his mother's enemies. If your son hasn't lost his manhood, he'll die for you. That's a fact, that, mate. I know I keep on saying these are facts, but that is like straight up. If your kid's being compromised, he hates you. Sounds mad, that, doesn't it? But that's the way I look at it. That lad there that's had his fasting burst on can't stand his mother no more. Whereas that son that hasn't had his fastings burst cherishes every fucking step his ma takes, mate, regardless. You've got kids doing life sentences because someone called them mum a full bleed kids just going, you don't speak about my mum like that. Half bleed kids going, you can say what you want about my mum. I hate her. I better go, hadn't I? Give it a breather. I'll come back on in a bit though. What time's it? 8 o'clock. Don't forget, this is like, that was another 2 hours, so this is coming up to like 8 hours all day streaming. I know I've been on, done 3, 2, this is probably another 2. So 7, 8 hours in it. Not going nowhere, I'm gonna come back. Just gonna chill for a little bit. I can feel myself starting to talk about certain groups. And then groups, they get insulted dead easy. Even though you're not trying to hate on them or insult them, they just take it personally. So me chatting about my man losing his manhood, all them flids that have lost their manhood listening to me are going to be going, he's talking about fucking, let's all complain. Corey leading the way. Let's go, guys! Come on, Dave! So I'll come back on it, alright? I'll see you in a bit, mate.